Ashtar Command, the Disclosure Plan. Received by Neva Gabriel. The Aldebrans, members of our transition teams, are currently collaborating on a grand plan for total disclosure that confronts a very slow and exhausting plan proposed by the elites, who are aware that there is no other way to escape reality. Many of these meetings with our diplomatic representatives on Earth, as well as with our transmitter, are very draining, even though they often occur in the etheric planes of the planet. The memories of these meetings remain vivid when they return to their bodies, as do the negative impressions from those who try to refute our instructions. They suggested that, if there is really nothing to be done, a slower disclosure would be ideal, which would take over 100 years to complete. Obviously, we vehemently denied this and will not tolerate much more time of deception and denial of our presence. Facing many denials about total disclosure, with excuses that people are not ready for such a massive and emphatic disclosure, the Aldebrans then said, "Let's see if the people of Earth are not ready." Thus, at first, we planned several terrain assessment displays to see people's reactions, and as it was not surprising, considering the significant increase in consciousness level, most people welcomed us, and questions began to arise about what was happening in the skies, but in a calm manner without panic. Obviously, we cannot yet come with our largest fleet, as this would also imply magnetic adjustments on the planet and could affect planetary biology due to the vibrational intensity of our ships. Little by little, we are modulating the frequency from low orbit and preparing the life grid to receive even larger fleets approaching you. Your leaders continue to not accept total disclosure, which naturally includes the revelation of our presence, the true history of Earth as it really happened, the cures already available for all diseases, and of course, that you were enslaved, which really bothers your leaders because they know the consequences they will have to face because of all this. We have several cards up our sleeves, and one of them is that we, along with our allies on Earth, implemented a virus in their computer systems. If they continue to embargo and lie, or even attempt any reprisals against surface people, this virus will be activated and will release all the information they keep hidden about us, our collaboration with Earth's history, and how they have kept in contact with non-federated races when they made abusive deals to surrender you, as guinea pigs for genetic experiments. We have given them a specific date, and if they do not renounce power and try to create more delays with false flag situations, we will activate this plan we call Plan Acti. At the moment, this is what we can inform about this plan, which also covers some other areas we cannot yet mention to avoid creating risk situations for our transmitters. We have not informed our transmitter or anyone else about this plan, nor have we disclosed the deadline we gave, for a simple matter of protection. Regarding the total disclosure plan, we will also inform everything in the main secret libraries, including the Vatican's and its rituals. This will spread quickly. This plan is quite aggressive, and we are trying to proceed with caution as many of our allies are in the line of fire, as well as our transmitter being targeted by etheric plasma weapons that could cause significant mental disorientation and block the telepathic channel. Obviously, our protection is constant, but we must also consider everyone's free will, and at the slightest lowering of vibration, when they succumb to the provocations of darkness around them, a tunnel opens that hinders our immediate protection. Therefore, we continue to emphasize, love is the fastest, most efficient path to liberation without further harm and disruption. It's important to say that our transmitter is not the only one we have prepared for this task, but we ask you to also have discernment through all sources you seek about us. These are turbulent times, and discernment needs to be very active in you, because just as the elites try to confuse your minds by creating false information about us, there are also people in your immediate circle and even in esoteric communities who can create false narratives simply to garner engagement in their social environments. The disclosure work we are doing also requires good discernment, especially for those whom we consider our allies, as you will need to be safeguarded with reliable information to retransmit when finally, a great agitation begins to occur due to the first official pronouncements about us. Regarding this, we must also say, there are a very few leaders inclined to make a public and official disclosure about our presence. Due to a basic issue of harmony and to not create social conflicts, we will not mention names yet, but we leave it to your own discernment to intuit where the river is flowing. Within everything we have informed, we must say that plans proceed as planned. However, we have other options if we observe any distortion. Your leaders will be further pressured by our fleets in your skies and must make the announcement. Otherwise, we will take some harsher measures, including activating Plan Acti. A basic sequence after the official announcement of our presence includes, the release of the true history of Earth, our Commander Ashtar communicating through all media on the planet, the restructuring of important pillars of your society like finance, science, religion, politics, medicine, education, and others. This is the basic of the basics of what we will work on. Obviously, this does not mean that Earth's own society won't need to get their hands dirty to ensure everything goes as planned, because our presence will not exempt everyone from acting consciously and responsibly in the improvement programs for life on the planet. Ethics, diplomacy, truth, love, and fraternity are the basic pillars of Earth's new programming, and those who do not adapt to this transformation, as you well know, will be directed to other environments, and the visiting star will also be tasked with aiding in the cleanup. Moreover, we desire our first official landing to occur at the UN, United Nations, and, despite seeming ironic, which it is not, we wish to talk about the Organization of United Planets and what we have planned for collaboration with Earth's human species, where we will bring important information that needs to be heard and put into action before Earth starts the necessary physical movements for its complete healing. This is an official message from the Ashtar Command through our transmitter Neva. Listen to the voice of the Ashtar Command now speaking these truths. The time for transformation is urgent, and a call has echoed throughout the solar system and beyond. We, the friendly visitors, are joyful but no less focused on everything that falls to us as part of this transition process, and also counting on our allies on Earth, who have taken on important commitments with us. Friends, love is the only way. Listen to the voice of the Ashtar Command warning about this. There is no other way. Enough with confrontations, enough with hatred, enough with disloyalty, enough with lack of love. The cosmos calls everyone to fraternity, and our presence is the sign that the Supreme Creator is about to chant the mantra of liberation from darkness. Listen to the call. Adonai. Neva.